A homeowner buys a Craftsman chainsaw in January. By March, the carburetor gums up and cannot be rebuilt. The saw goes in the trash. He buys another one. By the end of this video, you will know the 6 brands running that exact business model and the 3 that have never once built a saw designed to fail. Before we start the list, you need to understand one thing. Every chainsaw has a carburetor. It meters the fuel and air mixture that powers the engine. And every carburetor will eventually gum up from the ethanol in modern fuel. What happens next tells you everything about the saw you bought. On a professional saw, you unscrew the carburetor, install a $15 rebuild kit from Walbro or Zama, and the saw runs like new. On a disposable saw, the carburetor is sealed. When it fails, you replace the entire unit at $60 to $90 and the saw goes in the trash. Rebuildable carburetor, sealed carburetor. Every brand on this list was judged by one question. Which one did they choose? Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this. No sponsorships, no brand deals, just construction data and ownership history. Number 6. Black & Decker. Black & Decker is a drill company. Founded in 1910 in Baltimore as a machine shop, the brand built its reputation on corded household power tools. Chainsaws were added as a category extension in the 1990s because the distribution channel already existed, not because anyone at Black & Decker had a chainsaw engineering tradition. Their 40-volt cordless retails for $200. Chain speed is 6.5 meters per second. A professional gas saw runs at 20 meters per second or higher. Cutting hardwood with a Black & Decker cordless is not cutting, it is grinding. Documented owner complaints include batteries holding less than 50% charge after 18 months, chains derailing on the first cut into hardwood, and bars warping after one afternoon of sustained cutting. You are paying for a drill company's name on a homeowner accessory. The saw is the afterthought. The shelf placement is the strategy. Number 5. Sun Joe. Here is how you identify a saw with an inflated retail price. Check whether it is always on sale. Sun Joe saws list at $130 to $200, but are permanently marked down 30 to 50% year-round. The discount is not a promotion, it is the actual price. The construction is cemented plastic over a brushed motor. The bar is stamped steel. Documented owner reports describe oil reservoir caps cracking within the first season, chains jumping the bar during normal cutting, and plastic housing tabs breaking on the first transport. If a saw can only sell at a discount, the listed price was never real. It is the actual product wearing a fictional price tag. Number 4. Worx. Owned by Positech, a Chinese power tool conglomerate that licenses several brand names simultaneously. Their auto tension system is the headline feature. The execution is a spring-loaded plastic mechanism that loses calibration within 15 to 20 hours of use. After that, the chain runs loose, jumps the bar, and on multiple documented occasions has come off mid-cut entirely during normal limbing operations. The actual torque output at the sprocket is roughly 60% of equivalent professional electric units due to the gear reduction ratio. Carburetor diaphragms failing within the first year on gas models. Chain tensioner plastic tabs snapping during normal adjustment. Worx chainsaws are priced to look like a deal. They are engineered to function for one season and be replaced. Number 3. Greenworks. Founded in 2007. The 80-volt Pro chainsaw retails for $400 with battery. The brushless motor is genuinely good engineering. The problem is everything around it. The bar and chain are sourced from the same Chinese forging operations that supply the budget gas saw market. The drive sprocket is rated for approximately 50 hours before measurable wear. Professional Oregon sprockets run 200 hours plus. Documented complaints include sprocket wear visible after a single cord of firewood, bar grooves wearing unevenly within the first season, and chain stretch requiring constant retensioning after 10 hours of use. The battery is worth keeping. The saw built around it is not. Number 2. Craftsman. In 1927, Sears introduced the Craftsman name as a guarantee of American quality. In 2017, Sears sold the name to Stanley Black & Decker for $900 million. Not the factories, not the engineers, the name. Within 2 years, Craftsman chainsaws were being manufactured on the same MTD platform as every other Stanley Black & Decker budget brand on the shelf next to it. The air filter is a single-stage foam element. Sawdust passes directly into the cylinder within 20 to 30 hours of cutting. Cylinder scoring at 40 hours is documented across multiple service forums. Chains derailing on the first tank of fuel. Guide bars bowing under sustained load. The lifetime warranty covers hand tools. The chainsaw warranty excludes the engine if you use the wrong fuel, and there is no way to prove you did not. Your grandfather's Craftsman was worth keeping. The 2026 version is a $230 marketing exercise. The red badge is the most expensive component in the box. Number 1. Remington. The name carries weight because Remington arms carried weight. The chainsaw brand has nothing to do with any of that. Remington Outdoor Power was separated from Remington Arms decades ago and today operates as a licensed name under MTD Products, absorbed by Stanley Black & Decker in 2021. Their 42 cubic centimeters gas saw retails for $180. Carburetor sealed. Cylinder chrome-plated aluminum. Anti-vibration system. 2 rubber grommets. Stihl uses 6 steel spring isolators on equivalent saws. ABS plastic chain brake housing cracking on the first drop. Bar oilers clogging within the first season. Recoil starter springs failing inside the first 30 pulls in cold weather. The name survived the acquisition. The engineering did not. 6 brands, 6 sealed carburetors, 6 chrome cylinders engineered to a price point. 3 brands refused to cut that corner. Number 3. Echo. Founded in 1947 in Chiba, Japan. Echo has been assembling every chainsaw sold in North America at its plant in Lake Zurich, Illinois, since the brand entered the American market. Components manufactured in Japan. Assembly in America. Quality discipline running through both. Their CS400 retails for $300. Nikasil cylinder. Magnesium crankcase. 2-stage air filtration that separates sawdust before it reaches the primary filter element. 5-year consumer warranty, 2-year commercial, the most generous in the category at this price point. A warranty that long is only financially viable if the saw is built to outlast it. No celebrity endorsements, no billboards. The data is printed on the product page. Every claim backed by a verifiable number. In an industry that runs on vague language and inflated adjectives, published specifications are rare. Echo builds every saw around them. Number 2. Solo by ALKO. A German brand most North American buyers have never heard of. In European professional forestry circles, it is the name that surfaces every time someone asks what to buy when steel is unavailable. Founded in 1948 in Sindelfingen, in the Black Forest region of Baden-Württemberg, where chainsaws were not a weekend hobby. They were how families earned a living through winter. The professional foresters who used Solo saws in 1948 needed a saw that started every morning in sub-zero temperatures, ran all day under sustained load, and could be serviced in the field when something failed. That standard has never changed. Professional homeowner saws start at $480 with a Mahle Nikasil cylinder, a fully rebuildable Walbro carburetor, and a magnesium chassis throughout. Walbro is the same carburetor supplier used by Stihl at the professional tier. Solo does not advertise in North America. The brand grows through arborist recommendations, where professionals compare construction specifications rather than marketing claims. A brand that survives without advertising must earn every recommendation. At $480 for a German-engineered, fully rebuildable professional saw, the question is not whether Solo is worth it. The question is why anyone would pay $400 for a sealed carburetor and a chrome cylinder when this exists at $80 more. And finally, number 1, Stihl. Andreas Stihl built the first practical gasoline chainsaw in Stuttgart in 1926. The company has never been acquired, never merged with a competitor, and never listed on any public stock exchange. The Stihl family owns it today, 100 years after Andreas built the first saw. No external shareholder demanding quarterly margin improvement. No acquisition debt requiring supply chain optimization. No procurement meeting deciding whether to switch to a sealed carburetor to reduce warranty costs. The people who own the name are the same people who decide what goes inside the saw. Stihl refuses to sell through big box retailers. Every saw moves through one of more than 10,000 independent servicing dealers trained by the factory. Every dealer has a service department. Every dealer stocks parts. The dealer's business depends on the saw working, because if it fails and cannot be fixed, the customer does not come back. The MS series starts at $400. Mahle Nikasil cylinder, magnesium chassis, Walbro carburetor with full rebuild kit availability, parts catalog stretching back 4 decades. You can walk into a Stihl dealer today with a saw built in 1985 and walk out with the part that fixes it. A Remington at $180 delivers a sealed carburetor, a chrome cylinder, and 2 rubber grommets where the anti-vibration system should be. Same shelf, same category, opposite construction, opposite lifespan. 6 brands that charge you for the name, 3 brands that charge you for what is inside. The price tags overlap. The construction does not. Next time you pick up a saw, search the model number and the words carburetor kit. If a Walbro or Zama rebuild kit appears under $20, you are holding a tool. If nothing appears, you are holding a timer. That search takes 30 seconds. The difference it makes lasts 30 years.